Hi YouTubers, it's your boy Cameron. I decided to make a video. I was supposed to make one yesterday evening, so I do apologize for that. But I didn't want to really make a video just yet until I spoke with my mom in regards to what I've been dealing with over the past few weeks. My anxiety, my depression, just the thoughts of just feeling like a failure, like afraid of failing and not realizing that failing doesn't make you a failure. Just staying there is what makes you a failure and not doing anything to try to rise. Actually feeling at a particular thing, all that means is that you're learning. You're learning how to live life in what is meant for you. So like lately, since my last video that I made, I actually made Wednesday, I was really just down. I got a little emotional a little bit. I just was not feeling like I could do this. I mean, the job itself was not hard to do, but for some reason, my mental capacity and my spirit, it just was like, I don't know about this, Cam. Like, this is not where you need to be. And of course, I was getting upset because I'm like, I need a job. I can't just not have a job, you know? So I just kept feeling like that, and as I believe I stated in my last video, like if I, had got fired, if I gotten fired, it actually would be a relief for me. So still, I tried to go into work. I was late going in, but I just figured at least, I'm trying to make the attempt to go in to try to overcome what was going on with me. So I went in. Typically when I go into work, I get the equipment started and everything, and like after I clock in and everything, and I don't really try to find my supervisor or anything like that. But that night, before I did anything, I tried to find him. I went to his office, just to kind of explain to him and really break down a little more in depth what I'm really feeling, what I'm going through. So before I can even really get anything out like that, he was just like, "Man, I'm sorry, but I gotta let you go. You've been missing too many days, and the management, they told me I got to let you go." So yeah, and just at first I was just kind of like, "Are you kidding me, or is it serious?" Because his expression, it wasn't really necessarily a serious type of expression on his face, but I found out very quickly that it was serious. So the crazy thing about it, it's like when he said it, it was almost instantaneously the fear, the anxiety, depression, all of that, it just left me for some reason. And like I said, I don't know exactly if it was the job itself, like you was feeling like this because you needed to get out of there. But as I was on my way back home, I just felt such a relief, like I can breathe. Like it's not a situation anymore like that. And then thing my next obstacle that was in my way, was the fear of telling my mom that I've just been let go, and really just explaining to her how I felt. Like I felt happy that I was let go. I don't have to worry about waking up every day with this on my shoulder like that. But the obstacle, it was just the fear of feeling like a failure to my mom, but I knew I had to tell her sometime because I I mean, y'all, the crazy thing about it, I can't speak from a mother's experience because I'm not a mother nor am I a female, but for the mothers out there that, I believe in you really knowing your child because my mom really knows me. Even when I try to pretend like everything is okay, she can tell when something is wrong. So I told her yesterday, like, what are you doing tomorrow, which is today? And she was like, not really anything. What's up? And I invited her over because I made up in my mind that I'm just like, you know what? Let me let me just break it down to my mom. I feel like it's so unfair to go on pretending like nothing is going on when really it's hurting me that I feel like I can't come to my mom and let her know what's going on. So I got some feedback, of course, from my boyfriend just to let her know that like, hey, this your mom, man. Like you can't just think, you can just keep something from her like this. And plus I could tell that it's hurting you. So even when I invited her over, I just was like, mommy, I just want to see you and I have to have a conversation with you. So instantly she was just like, you don't have a job. You don't have a job. And I was just like, I will explain everything to you when you come over. I didn't want to go into it just then. I personally just wasn't prepared to start that conversation just yet. So she respected my wishes. So fast forward to today. She came over. I explained everything to her, including not only my anxiety and my depression, but my mind going to a dark place, meaning suicidal. And man, like when I told her that part, she literally broke down because she was just like, Cam, you have so many people that love you and care about you, and I'm your mother. Like I love you unconditionally no matter what mistake that you make. What would make you think, like what would make you feel like to the point where you have nothing and it's just all over? Like you have so many people that care about you and support you. You should have no reason to feel like taking your life. And I told her, I was like, even though those thoughts were in my head, but I still, what killed me, and again, I'm spiritual, so what killed me, besides like God trying to direct me, like, just don't give up. I got a plan for you. Just hold on. I know it's hard, but it's hold on. Also, he just put in my head, do you really want to leave your family? Like, you really gonna be that selfish and leave the people that really love and care about you? You're in a loving relationship that is very supportive. You have your mom and your dad. You have your brother, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your family, and your close friends. Like, you have so much love that's surrounding you. You shouldn't have to even, this should be a no-brainer. Don't kill yourself, you know what I'm saying? Don't even think about it. So through the conversation, which I figured, but it actually turned out very, very amazing. Me and my mom, we really had a very, very good conversation. It went way better than I could ever possibly imagine. And I guess, like, coming from a child, like, coming from my background, the type of person that I was growing up to be and have become is kind of like I let a lot of stuff get to me, and my expectations of myself are so high that I end up deflecting my feelings towards myself onto how others perceive me, including, my loved ones and my family. And I know I have to stop doing that. I have to first love myself enough that you make a mistake, it's okay. Just wipe yourself off and go forward. You can only learn from your mistakes, and I feel so good right now. Like I feel like I have been like I am no longer at the place that I felt was giving me these extra thoughts to make me fall deeper into depression. You know, I've told my mom about it. I told her that I actually have a doctor's appointment next Friday to kind of like in more in depth to see, do I need more counseling or do I need medication or like what? So I'm making the effort to try to seek, professional help because it's, as I've said before, it's real. It's not a cry for attention. I mean, I can do so many other things to try to get attention. Going through depression and harm towards myself is definitely not something that I am doing or choosing to do or trying to do to seek attention. I mean, again, I could do other things that are not harmful to me to try to get attention from someone. So that's not what the case. I mean, like I said, I'm not really sure exactly why the depression and anxiety is hitting so hard now, but it's so crazy because I was actually watching an interview Keke Palmer did with the Breakfast Club, and she pretty much how she explained it made sense. Like at the end of the day, when you go and you become successful, like most people feel like, you got a job, a good paying job, benefits and all that, you good, and they don't even realize that all that means is added more stress or more work onto whatever is going on in your life. Like they don't realize that you have to work just that much harder to maintain. It's not like, simple anymore where you just have, you still at home with your parents, you just got a little part-time job and you may pay your cell phone bill and that's all you got to worry about. But when you get into a career, into a job that you get compensated like really well, you have, moved on, moved out, you got, rent to pay, other bills, utilities and all that, it just adds more responsibility. So at the end of the day, I feel good. I can't promise that another situation won't come about where I start to feel a little depressed again, but I just honestly right now I just feel very happy and thankful. I'm thankful of the spirit that God bestowed upon me to, even though when it seems like it's so hard and it just seems like the best solution is to give up, don't give up. Like I was on the edge of falling down that cliff and it just felt like the Holy Spirit just snatched me right up and just said, no, I'm not going to let you do that to yourself. You are meant to be here for a purpose. Just because it hasn't happened quite yet for you, the success that you are reaching and striving for does not mean that your time isn't coming. And I just have to listen to it. Again, for any and everyone that has gone through a struggle, that has gone through a mental state of being depressed, sad, feeling lonely, even though you have people surrounding you, but you still feel lonely, like you're out there by yourself, anxiety, fear, all of that. I'm here. I'm here to testify and witness to you that it's not gonna last forever. You have to pick yourself up. You have to trust and believe and have courage enough to speak out. Speak against the negative energy and to speak up to those who love you. You can't be embarrassed. That was another characteristic that I felt embarrassed of what was going on with me. I felt like, man, my mom is gonna be looking at me sideways like, all right, your mental, you need some help. Like, I don't, just looking at me sideways instead of realizing, man, that's my mom. That's your mom, bro. Like, that, if everyone else on this earth turn their back on you, that's going to be the one person that's going to always have your back no matter what. So why would you even, I don't have an answer for it. The negative energy caused me to have those thoughts like no one will understand, I'm just by myself. So I'm definitely here to say, if you are struggling with anxiety, with fear, with depression, suicidal thoughts, frustrations on the job, anger, whatever the case is, you're not alone. Just let the ones that really truly care about you and love you, just let them in. Just talk about it. Don't be embarrassed. I feel like as a race, and when I say race, I mean human. I feel like we are so obsessed with image that we will do everything we can to put a mask on and protect image because we don't trust what the outside world says. Now, am I saying trust any and everyone? I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is it's okay to live in your truth, be honest, and sometimes be a little open because you never know, is it really worth like the tabloids and outside people that are negative and like, oh, this is happening to them, this is tea right here, you know what I'm saying? Is it really worth you being silent, knowing that you can help millions of others that are going through the same thing? I mean, at the end of the day, the same image that you are trying to protect, I mean, these same people that are talking about it, I mean, they're just as bad. Just because they may decide to not air their information out there like that. But again, that's on them. For me, I hope that even people that I know are watching this video, because to let you know, whoever thought that my life was perfect, whoever thought that I was just this goody two shoes or just this, positive person that nothing bad ever happens to, I'm living proof. Here's the proof right here. Like, I can't describe why me. Those questions have surrounded my mind quite often. Why, out of everything for me to go through, it has to be this. But again, sometimes things happen to us so we can be a witness and help for someone else. But definitely, this video is a little shorter than my last two videos. I just wanted to follow up with you all to let you know that I do feel better. I feel relieved. My mom kind of knows what's going. Not kind of know. She knows what's going on, and it's okay. I'm just very happy right now. So again, thank you for tuning in, for listening. I'm going to try and make a video the beginning of next week. Definitely stay tuned. Please like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. It's Cameron Hunt. Definitely me and my boyfriend, we also have a channel. We actually do podcasts. It's titled Relationships and More. So definitely you can follow a podcast. We also have our channel where the audio podcast is also broadcasted on YouTube as well. And our channel is The Jam Couple. So definitely we get deep into the experiences that we have gone through, as well as our particular views on certain things that are relationship oriented and more. So definitely watch our videos, like, subscribe, comment. And again, even in this situation, if you feel led to leave a comment, a word of encouragement, or just to say, you know, hey, I understand what you're going through. I'm going through it, or I've been through it. Definitely leave your comments. I'd be more than happy to comment back. But again, thank you so much for tuning in, and y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace. Much love. Be safe. Bye.